right, we're live here. It's going to be White Bear Lake Junior Gold A versus the Stillwater Ponies Junior Gold A. Gorman is in net. Ponies win the face-off. Galloway chips it up towards the goalie. Comes out to center, picked off by Galloway, played back to Maddox. Maddox holds up at the red line, sends it in. Good pressure on him by a goalie. Block that clearing attempt. Goy takes this guy down in the corner, centering feed. Broken up by Regner. Maddox back to play it. They called no icing on the play. White Bear holds it in the corner, checked by Maddox. Played off the back of the cage, sent out front. Fanned on the shot. White Bear takes it high in the slot. Stands down. Maddox back in the corner, chips it up to a goalie, centers it to Regner. Regner backhands it over to Galloway. Galloway with some room to skate, takes it up over center. And White Bear throws that back in. Benier makes a move. Smith picks it up. Backhanded saucer pass over to Benier from Smith. Benier keeps on side, throws it on net. Loose puck out front. As Beaver swoops in and takes it away. And we were missing Beaver in the last game that I announced. I forgot to say. A nice save by Gorman. But we did miss Beaver, and we were missing Pearson against OMG Maple Grove. And I felt bad that I didn't recognize that. Purcell chips it behind his net. Up to Beaver. Beaver backhands it up to Doherty. Rolls through him. Delayed offsides here. Beaver sends it out to Smith. Smith settles things down. Skates up over center. Goes off the wall. Up to Beaver. Beaver centers it to Smith. Smith takes on the backhand. Centering feed broken up by White Bear. Beaver gathers it in the corner. Backhanded out and down. Melhorn's going to collect it. They're going to call no icing. Melhorn backhands it up to Beaver. Beaver takes a big check to make a play. Puck seems to be in Weiss's skate as three White Bear players dig for it, come out with it. Number 26 up to number 7, left for number 26. Back to number 7 for White Bear. Good defense there. Zemer takes it up over center after he got lost in Weiss's skates for a second. Zemer drives to the outside, stops up, protects the puck. Left it there for Weiss. White Bear breaks out. White Bear dumped in on Gorman. Lets that sit there for Melhorn. Zemer over to Pearson along the boards. That one's going to come out of the blue line. White Bear is going to send it back in deep as Melhorn gathers it. Melhorn behind his own net. Nice pass out. Agoy skates around one White Bear player. Poked off his stick. Regner collects it. Plays it over to Ketchum. Ketchum up the ice to Agoy. Pearson. Nice play to swoop in there and get that puck into the White Bear zone. And number 17's on the break. Here he comes in on Gorman. Sticked away by Gorman. Nice pad save. And then another one goes up over the net. And Gorman makes another incredible save to keep that one out. Net is off the mooring, so they're going to get a stoppage of play. Two great saves by Gorman there. Keep this game 0-0. This number 17 for White Bear had a break in all alone. Number 17 leaves it centered out front, picked up by Agoy, kicks it up to his stick. Coming through the neutral zone with speed, leaves it for Galloway. Galloway comes in, throws it on net, deflected by Agoy. Dumped in wide of the net. Purcell. Regner working at it. It's a 2-on-2 battle. White Bear comes out with it, sends it up high. Shot on net, swallowed up by Gorman. Smith wins the face-off as they play it forward. Benier drives, sends it in low. White Bear reverses it. Benier takes it in the neutral zone. He winds up. They'll send it in. They're going to call no icing on that. Smith gets there. Played down low from Beaver to Smith. Smith takes it wide. Smith swats at it over to Melhorn. Melhorn loses an edge, but gets it up the boards to Beaver. Beaver works it to the center. Nice play by Beaver there. Shot on net goes wide. Ponies get a partial change. Weiss swoops it and pokes it up to Benier, and Benier's on. Protects the puck, stops up. Shot wide and high. Good play by Weiss and Benier to get an opportunity there. Centering feed to Pearson. A little out of his reach. Off the glass and out from White Bear. Plays it back to Maddox. Maddox sends it over to Ketchum. Ketchum up the boards to Doherty. Joe Doherty takes it in. Works it in deep. Pearson's there. Plays it around to Joe Doherty. Doherty spins back behind the net. Stops up. Tries to jam it on net. Pops out front. White Bear ends up with it. That one's backhanded deep. Ketchum. Behind his net goes to Maddox. Maddox centering feed intercepted. And that one's put in by White Bear. 1-0 White Bear with 8:58 left in the first. Wagner wins the draw clean. Purcell behind his net, backhands it up to Agoy. Agoy up the boards to Regner. White Bear takes it. Number 8 takes it from the skates. Work it in. Agoy comes up with it. Coming with speed. Chips it in deep to himself. Regner plays it out to Doherty at the point. Rolls back to center. Dumped in by Purcell as the Ponies touch up, and Regner goes back in. White Bear coming. Purcell, the pressure thrown on net, stick to side by Gorman. Spin around shot. Another nice save by Gorman. Benier comes up. Takes it with speed. It's checked off the puck. Left in the corner. Big hit by Benier. Puck stolen by Benier. Galloway backhands it in deep. Goalie for White Bear freezes it. We're going to get an offensive zone face-off here. White Bear wins the face-off. Sends it high off a rafter. They're going to reset and do the face-off again. Smith wins the draw clean to Benier, rips it on net, goes off a body in front. Beaver working hard to keep the puck in. Smith ends up with it. White Bear takes it the red line. Beaver pushes him off the puck, backhanded up the boards by Melhorn. Almost swatted out of the zone, but White Bear able to maintain it. There goes Benier. Benier and Beaver 2-on-2. Shot on net, blockered away. Loose puck. White Bear skates with it out the center. The Ponies are getting a change. Nice glove save by Gorman. Rink wide pass to Pearson, broken up. Through the skates. Zemer takes it up as White Bear is getting a change. He has a good look. Pearson's going to get it in the corner, play it in low. He's taken down behind the play. Ponies get a change. Joe Doherty with a nice back check to break up that. Takes a check and gets it in deep. White Bear off the glass. Left there for Pearson, who takes a hit. Digging for it along the boards. White Bear comes out with it. Sorry, that was Regner digging for it along the boards. Pass from Sam Doherty up to Regner. White Bear, shot wide on net. Joe Doherty takes a check from behind. The Ponies are going to go to a power play and a late shot on net. Ponies will have a chance here with 5:32 left in the first. So they go to the man advantage for 2 minutes. Smith wins the faceoff clean, back to Ketchum. Ketchum up to Regner. Regner back to Ketchum. Regner tries to backhand it deep, and that's going to get cleared down. Gorman settles it down for Ketchum, picks it up behind his own net. He's going to skate with it. Veneer back to get it. Veneer skates with it. Sent back in by White Bear. Ketchum protects, plays it up to Regner. Regner's going to skate it in, try to get it set up here. Takes it around, backhand it in. Blocked, nice play by Maddox to keep that in. Plays it out to Smith. Smith walks it along the blue line. Regner chips it out to Ketchum. Ketchum down to Veneer. Veneer, shot, glove save. Ponies will have 42 seconds to work with on the power play still. The Ponies get a change here. 4:13 left in the first. White Bear 1, Ponies 0. Ponies on the face-off momentarily, but White Bear gets it and sends it down. Sam Doherty up to Pearson. Pearson up to Doherty. Sam Doherty over to Pearson. Pearson skates up. Joe Doherty comes up with it, peels back. Pearson plays it out to Purcell. Shot on net goes wide. That's going to do it for the power play. It's White Bear sends it down. Doherty got a stick on that. Waves off icing. Plays out to Joe Doherty at blue line. White Bear sends it in from center. Purcell takes a hit off the board. Delivers one back, chipped up the wall to Galloway. A little bit of a transition game here. Sam Doherty goes back to get it. Plays it over to Galloway. Galloway skates with it. Tries to go through the stakes. Agoy throws it on net. Saved. Agoy takes a stick up high. Regner wins the face-off. Back to Melhorn, sends it in low. Veneer's going to pick it up in the corner. Cross ice pass to Zemer. Fans on the shot. Here comes White Bear. It's going to be a 2-on-1. Melhorn back to defend. Takes it wide. Left there for number 9. That puck trickles just wide. Backhanded shot. Gorman makes the save. Picked off by Galloway. Sent back in by White Bear. That's going to be icing. .154 left in the first. See if the Ponies can get one here late. Smith wins the faceoff back to Maddox, throws it on net. Off a body, that Smith just pushes it wide. Good chance for the Ponies there. Smith plays it down to Benier. Benier back to Smith, goes through his skates. Number 7 for White Bear. Tries to get it in, rolls off his stick. Played up the boards, catch him. Centering feed. Got by Beaver, played out to Benier. Back down the boards by White Bear. Catch him, up to Beaver. Loose puck. Benier plays it ahead. Saved by Gorman. Maddox up to Benier. Benier pokes it out. Beaver almost intercepts that pass. Played back in for Ketchum. Ketchum goes over to Purcell. Purcell intercepted in front. Block shot by Ketchum. Purcell chips it up to Beaver. White Bear player falling down. Weiss plays it around him. Gets it in low. Joe Doherty steals that puck. And that's going to do it for the first period. White Bear 1, Pony 0. White Bear wins the face-off. Start of the second period. Ponies will be attacking left to right. White Bear takes it in. Shot on net broken up. Gorman covers it, gets a whistle. White Bear wins the face-off, centers it, but Galloway springs to Goya. Goy's in on a breakaway. Shot on net. Saved by White Bear. The puck was rolling on a Goy, just couldn't get it to settle down. Nice pass from Galloway to spring a Goy there. Good chance here, starting out the second. White Bear jumps the face-off. Drives wide. Centering feed off a skate. Shot on net. Went off a body in front. Here comes Regner. Regner takes it wide. Backhanded off the side of the net. Galloway peels to the center. Stops up. Shot on net. Saved by White Bear. Pulled to the front. Regner plays it over to Sam Doherty. Sam Doherty smacks it on net. Off the stick up into the netting. White Bear wins the face-off. Sam Doherty pinches at the blue line to keep it in. That one's going to come back. Smith back checking, swats it, blocked by Purcell, picked up in front. That puck's still loose. Rolls out of the zone. Benier, Smith, one-on-one, backhand Smith, leaves it for Beaver. Played out by White Bear. They're going to send it in from the red line. Centering pass, easily read there by Sam Doherty. Chipped rink wide to Benier. Benier's in with a head of steam. Shot on net goes wide. He was looking for the far side edge that was open. White Bear drives to the net. Puck still loose. Pops out to the corner. Smith protects it. White Bear ends up with it. Pulled around behind the net. Sent out front. They score. White Bear takes a 2-0 lead here against Stillwater in the second. The Ponies need to get something going. Pearson throws it in deep, covered. Nope, pushed aside by White Bear's goalie. Back to Melhorn, pokes it up to Weiss. Pearson takes a big hit. They're going to call a penalty on White Bear. I think 2 minutes for elbowing. Ponies need one here. 12:18 left in the second. Regner wins the draw clean. Out to Ketchum. Shot down low to Regner. Regner just out of the reach of Smith, but Ketchum keeps it in. Smith pulls it out to the neutral zone. Tries to go rink wide. Pass broken up. And number 11's in on a break. Shot by him, saved by Gorman. Here comes Smith. Skates with it up over center. It's a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Smith shot on net, just goes wide. Regner out to the point. Down low to Benier. Benier winds up. Shot blocked. Ponies will touch up. Benier leaves it for Regner. Cleared down the ice. On net. 1 minute and 10 seconds left on the power play for the Ponies. Ketchum up the boards to Regner. Racing in for it. Drives the net. He's shoved down from the behind. There's going to be another penalty. 2 minutes cross-checking on White Bear. Ponies will have a 5-on-3 power play here. If they score within the first 57 seconds here, they'll still have an extended power play. This is where the Ponies can catch up. Gorman settles it for Smith. Smith behind his own net. Skates with it. Takes it in the zone easily. Pulls up. Sends it over to Ketchum. Plays it for Smith. Goes off the ref's feet. Here comes Benier. Leaves it for Regner. Regner pulls to the center. Smith. Shot on net goes wide and out. One possible last chance here on the 5-on-3. Goes off Regner's skates. Smith has to retreat. It's going to be 5-on-4 now for the next 60 seconds. Teagan leaves it for Ketchum. Ketchum, Regner, one-timer, pad save. Comes out to Benier. Down to Smith. Smith trying to pass it over, and that's stick down. Nice play defensively for White Bear to pluck that out of the air. Regner was open on the back door. Pressure by White Bear. Pulls it out front. Shot on net, saved by Gorman. And Ponies can't seem to be getting anything going on the power play here. Purcell behind his net. Rink wide pass to Benier. He's got it. Tries to work it out front, and he's tackled into the boards. Shot blocked. Benier's still fighting behind the net. I don't know how you don't call that, as he was wrapped up. Twice shot on net blocked by White Bear. Nice play by Sam Doherty to get back. Leaves it for his brother, Joe. Backhanded in. Ponies are going to get a change. Pearson stays out and pressures. Finds number 9. Melhorn on him. Big hit by Doherty. Centered out front. Goy plays it rink wide off the stick of Pearson. Regner almost picks that off. Would have had a nice chance. That one into the skates of Agoy. White Bear scores, makes it 3-0. 8:04 left in the second. Benier. Shot on net, blocker down. Centering feed. Popped up. Smith takes it. Smith has some speed. He's in on a break. Takes it to the back end. Just goes wide. Another shot goes wide. Thrown on net by Benier. Played out by White Bear. They send it in. Zemer gathers the puck. Works around one White Bear player, doesn't get around the second. White Bear. Smith sweeps it out to neutral zone, and White Bear will dump it in. Ponies will get a partial change here. White Bear with the stretch pass up to the blue line. Working in, centering feed. Benier picks it up. He's been out there forever. Spins around, White Bear snaps it on net, saved by Gorman, poked at, loose puck. Play reversed. It looks like the net's off. Played out to the point, shot on net by White Bear. Gorman gets a pad on it. Backhand attempt goes off a body and up over the net. Sent out front. I think that went off the side of the net. And Ponies are just having trouble getting it out of their own end tonight. Played up to Regner. Galloway over to Agoy. Plays on side. Shot on net, glove down by White Bear's goalie, who's been perfect on 11 shots so far. Galloway pulls it out front, has a chance, shoots off the high shoulder of the number 33 for White Bear. Good look there for Galloway. The point, catch him shot off a pad. Galloway worked it. Regner swats at it. Loose puck. Galloway comes up with it. Takes it behind his net. That puck goes between the defensemen. Puck's rolling on edge. Catch him. Sends a pass over to Maddox. Catch him to Regner. Regner leaves it for Agoy. Agoy, shot on net. Goalie wasn't sure where it was for a second. Ponies are getting some shots here. See if they can get something in. .5:12 left in the second. White Bear 3, Ponies 0. Smith wins it to Benier. Benier tries to shoot. White Bear ices the puck. Going to get another offensive zone face-off here. Smith wins it to Benier. Benier throws it on net. Traffic in front. Beaver and Smith swatting at it on the way through. Smith tries to go forward with it. Beaver, Benier off the pad. Goes wide. Good looks for the Ponies here. Backhanded high up into the netting. And that faceoff should come back out to the neutral zone, I believe. White Bear wins the face-off, sends it in deep. Pearson plays up the board, kept at the point. Shot goes wide. Played up to Joe Doherty, sent wide for Pearson. Pearson leaves it just behind Weiss. Shot on net, blocked by Weiss. Loose puck. And Pony's having some trouble here. Joe Doherty sends it over to Weiss, off his stick. Zemer plays it to the boards. Centering feed broke up by Weiss. Loose puck in front. Kept in by White Bear. Number 7 shoots it on net off the post. Shot on net off the mask of Gorman. Poked away by Maddox. Sent up to Agoy. That one's going to roll down for icing. Maddox. White Bear D to D, cross ice pass, picked off by Regner. Regner tries to go through the skates in the defender, broken up. Maddox sends it over to Ketchum. Ketchum up to Regner. Regner swipes it over. That's going to be offside on the Ponies. 2:23 left in the second. White Bear wins the face-off. Sam Doherty sends it in deep. Ponies in after it. Kept along the wall. Purcell throws on net. Beaver gloves it down. White Bear chips it in deep. 2 minutes left in the second. Shot blocked by Sam Doherty up into the netting.
So no poking at all.
Saved by Gorman. Malhorn pushed down from behind. Out to the point. Save made by Gorman again. Face off won by the Ponies. White Bear comes up with it. Stick save made by Gorman. Sent out to the blue line, but not out. Zemer off the glass, out to center ice. White Bear sends it back in. Delayed offside here. Goy comes up with it after 2 pad saves by Gorman close. Goy has a chance. On his feet, saves it. Off the post. And time's ticking away here. Played over to Ragnar, bouncing puck. White Bear will skate out with it, and that should do it for the end of the second period. White Bear 3, Pony 0.